This is the video showing the outline of the Raine Island. We've just zoomed in there now, and this is the colour 3D rendition of it. Once we've gone past the colour, we can now see that we have the trial area. We're just doing a quick turn to check out the contours that are there. We have the 3 or 4 star pickets and the other one that's over there, just to give you a point of reference on the island. Now, looking at this, we can see that the top is quite bare. The data, some of the data is in there, so we're just looking underneath the island now. The side-on view. Looking underneath, we have several things there that are quick to pick up. The open red pointers are where the data loggers were placed. The magenta points in the middle here are points on the surface of the island where water was breaking through from what could have been a water table. Underneath, all of the blue points were egg clutches laid in December. The black ones represent the failed clutches under the island, and you'll see the occasional green point, and that green point represents the successful clutches underneath the island. So we're looking underneath Raine Island here with the inverted contour underneath, and the surface is the sand. We now have the island looking at this view, and it's going into some transparency, just to give you an indication of that there are all of these data points underneath the sand and in and around the island that were checked by the researchers. This is an overview of the water table that sits underneath the island. You can see it's higher near the berm where the sand is, and goes down starting about 1.3 metres and down to about 0.86 metres more in the centre there. We have many of the original clutches, the blue ones there. You can see the magenta points. They're halfway on the membrane, so that's where the water was breaking through the island. It's separate data, so these membrane points just sort of confirm from 2 separate sets of data that the water coming through the island, sitting in those pools, was probably from the water table. We can see many of the eggs are above the dish-shaped water table. Just having a look from both sides. What we can do now is just have a look underneath the water table with the sideways view. We can see that many of the eggs that we had there were in fact above the water table. This is just the general edge of the sand from the outside of the island. Place the island back on top now, and looking underneath. So the darker colours here are the membrane of the water table, and you can see there are many of the egg clutches sitting below the water table. The water table is the best fit, highest maximums over the period of time that they were measured from the data loggers, and then run around the island with the contour. Back to our island there. When we swing it to the side, just as a final, we can see that the small magenta dots in these holes showing up on the survey data are where that water table was breaking through. Notice also too, right up the end here, that that's a very similar colour to what the water table is at the 0.868 metre mark. Okay, so to give you some idea, I can put that onto the video and send the video stuff through. Thank you.